Whatever it takes, I know I can make it through. A Degrassi podcast with Kelsey and Holland too. I know I can make it through.
Hello and welcome to Whatever It Takes, a podcast about Degrassi, the next generation. I'm Kelsey.
And I'm Holland, and today we're talking about Season 9, Episode 6, Wanna Be Startin Somethin'. And Kelsey, will you please read us the Degrassi Wiki summary?
Would be delighted. Holly, Jay, and Jane surprise themselves during a class project when they bond and starts a babysitting business. But Holly J's crush on Declan could ruin things. Dave wants to be on the anti-grapevine, but Shantae refuses to put her cousin in the blog until he does something spontaneous. None of that is really true. It's true-ish. He wants to be famous, which is why he wants to be on the anti-grapevine, and something spontaneous isn't her issue.
It's something spontaneous.
It's something like vaguely interesting.
Yeah.
But he's not interesting.
And he wants to be on the anti-grapevine because he wants people to know his name.
Which is weird. I wanted to hide in high school. And also, the issue with Holly J and Jane's situation with Declan is not like because Holly J has a crush on Declan. It's because Jane is hooking up with Declan. Like, it's a little bit the crush, but it's mostly that
the crush
Holly
is
J...
kind of what helps. I mean, the crush isn't even really part of it. It's just like Holly J finds out about it, and she's friends with Spinner.
Exactly. The whole thing is that she's friends with Spinner.
Yeah. Whatever. I don't know. Something. But the episode is called Wanna Be Startin Somethin', which is a 1982 song by Michael Jackson, obviously. But I guess Dave wants to be starting some talk about himself because he wants people to know who he is.
Holly J kind of wants to be starting something with Declan, and Jane and Holly J want to be starting a business.
Yeah.
So I guess so.
I mean, I guess, sure.
Why not?
Whatever.
They all start things.
But...
Or would like to start things.
I guess so. I guess that's all true. But the episode starts in the cafeteria, and we're with Holly J, Leia, and Anya.
Low-key forgot Leia existed.
Yep, this is the first episode she's been in this season, and it's episode 6. But Holly J is like really excited. She's just excited to go on a shopping spree at H&M because she's like, it's couture clothes at hobo prices. Or something like that.
Well, I think it's that does describe H&M pretty well. But also, like, I think it's also just that it's like a really big sale. There's like a huge sale that she's been like saving up for like months, and they all decide they were going to go together, and like they're all like, but you know, Leia and Anya are so like wrapped up in the whole boyfriend thing.
Oh, it's so annoying.
It's super annoying. So
Sav, like, I guess Anya and Sav like had a fight or something.
And Holly J is savage about it because she's like, oh, did you have your 6 millionth fight because it's been a year and a half and you guys are fucking bored? Oh, let me guess, he's going to come in here with a big bold gesture.
And then right on cue, Sav starts singing that stupid Anya song.
I hate it.
Again.
He's so that guy.
Yeah. Yep. It's the worst. And then she's like, oh, thanks, woohoo. And then Holly was like, yay, great, amazing, love conquers all. Now let's go conquer them all. And then Anya's like, we were gonna go get ice cream, but like you could come if you want to. And I was like, Anya is the worst. Don't ditch your friend with her pre-planned shopping spree for stupid ice cream with your boyfriend.
Do not do that.
This is so stupid.
It's like balancing friendship and relationship 101. Like, if you already have plans with the one person, don't ditch.
Don't drop them to be like, oh, but my boyfriend asked me to do something, so I obviously need to go do the thing.
That's not how that works.
No, it's...
Your boyfriend can fucking wait until tomorrow.
Yeah. He was the one who was just on the outs with you. You still hold all the power.
Oh, and it's like, well, today's 2-for-1 cones. I'm like, shut up.
Who the fuck cares?
You know how much an ice cream cone costs?
Make him pay for a full price cone tomorrow.
You guys, Holland gives out really good relationship advice. Just FYI.
It sounds sarcastic.
I know, but it's true.
Like, Jesus fucking Christ. She's She's the worst friend. She's the friend who will ditch you at a drop of a hat for her boyfriend.
Which is bullshit.
The worst.
Never be that fucking friend.
Don't be that friend.
I don't
It's
care
not
how
cool.
obsessed with your boyfriend you are. Like, he's not going to like you as much if you drop everything to be with him all the time anyway. Like, have your own life. Be your
Unless
own
he's
human.
clingy and needy like fucking Sav is.
Ugh, Sav.
Which we'll get to in the next episode.
Oh, my God, Sav.
But yeah, that's a dick move. And if you're like, but like, if I don't hang out with him today, maybe he won't like me anymore. Then that's a stupid boyfriend and you should drop him anyway. Goodbye.
Yeah.
All right. But
Seconded on all those.
But then we're in class with the teacher we've never seen before. Or if we have, I've forgotten about him entirely. And they're like, it's group projects. Like, yay. And then fucking Blue was like, Holly's not the partner type. There's no I in team. But then Holly J is like, yeah, there isn't bite me. And it's
Which
like,
is
yes.
great.
And then Jane is like, that was awesome. And she like goes to high five Holly J.
And Holly J's like, hey, do you want to be partners? And then she starts immediately, like, trying to sell her case. She's like, we can be, like, we're smarter than all these doofs and, you know, girl power and
we're
Jane,
like, we're going to get an A, like, whatever.
and Jane's like, you had me at doofs.
Yes,
which
it's
I thought was
great.
a great line.
So I love this new friendship.
Oh my God,
beginning.
me too. I'm obsessed with it. This is already my ship of the episode.
But then
We're with
fucking
Dave. Who fucking cares?
Can we get into fashion, please?
Yes.
Because he's wearing like a pink and white striped sweatshirt thing. He
Dave
wears a lot of
makes-
stripes in this episode.
He makes weird choices. His sneaking around outfit is a full trench coat and a fedora.
I thought we were in like a noir film.
This is like the least stealthy anyone has been since Craig tried to break Jimmy out of the hospital
He
that
looks
time.
like the character in BoJack Horseman. I think I've made this reference before because, yeah, the last time we saw a trench coat was when we were breaking Jimmy out of the hospital. But he looks like he's like two kids stacked on top of each other in a trench coat.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Declan is still all about the ties and the sweaters and the collared all the layers. But he's wearing a sweater with a collared shirt underneath and a tie. But the tie is not tucked in. It's just like out in the open, which I thought looked weird.
He does look good with his sleeves pushed up, though. I don't
Yeah.
know why that's a
He's
thing,
pretty.
but he's very pretty. Holly J is doing her, like, Blair Waldorf light situation, has, like, a flower clip headband.
Yeah. Jane is wearing like a gray leopard sweater at one point.
My only...
Oh, I liked Holly J's like purple embroidered kind of dress that she wore at one point.
I have almost no fashion notes. My only other note is now Holly J is wearing a tie.
Yeah, that was weird. I just wrote down, what the fuck is Holly J wearing? It was like a really fat tie, too.
She's wearing a super fat tie. I'm like, Declan should not be your style icon.
No.
Stop.
And my last one is that Bruce the Moose wears a skull shirt to his like confrontation with Dave in the alleyway, which I thought was pretty on point for his character.
It's a good call.
But then, so they're partners now, and it's great. And then we're with Dave, and he's talking to Shantae, and he's like, nobody knows who I am, blah, blah, blah. And then we find out that he's Shantae's cousin. And she's like, I mean, you're great. You kill at our family reunions with your comedy routines or whatever. But, like, I can't put you on the anti-grapevine. Call me when you do something blog-worthy.
Here's the thing. Dave is a Degrassi who.
Yeah, for sure.
Straight up.
Not going in that anti-grapevine.
No way. He is a who through and
He's
through.
a who with who tendencies.
He is.
If it were 2017, he'd be sponsored by Fit Tea.
Absolutely.
But
Not even.
Not
50
even.
Is too
Not
good for
even.
him. He wouldn't even get Sugar Bear hair gummies. It would be like, it would be something knockoff.
yeah.
It would be Secret Bangs.
Deep pull from 500 Days of Kristen. But then we find out, Jane and Declan are studying in the Zen garden that I always forget exists.
Hate that Zen garden.
And they're still a thing. And he goes to like kiss her, and she's like, "Oh no, not at school. Come on, remember the rules." And he's like, your unreasonable rules." I'm like, yeah, real unreasonable. She just said not at school and not in front of your boyfriend, friend. Yeah, that's really unreasonable, Declan, if you're sneaking around.
Seriously. And she's like, why do you always have to bring up Spinner? I'm like, Jane, that's his whole deal. He loves bringing up Spinner.
He loves the fact that he can get you to kiss him and you still have a boyfriend.
They're definitely banging, right? This isn't just like making out.
Maybe. I don't know.
I feel like they are. I don't know.
I have no idea.
I'm just curious. They're not explicit about it. So I was just
Try
wondering.
not to think about it too much because they're children.
Fair.
But then we're in front of the school with Holly J and Jane, and Anya runs up and she's like, "Hey, Sav ditched me to watch a soccer game. Want to hang out?" And I'm like, "You are the worst. You're the absolute worst." And then Jane is like, "Don't you have any non-Sav interests? Maybe you should go find your own soccer game or something."
Yeah.
And Anya is like, "Excuse me." And then Holly J's like, "She's right, Anya. Like, come on."
Which, like, she makes an excellent point. Like,
Yeah.
Anya, find your own stuff, which she does later.
Which she does.
And it's great.
That's the next episode, though.
Yeah. I'm excited.
But then we're at the dot, and Jane and Holly J are trying to figure out, like, what kind of business they need to start for their school project. And then this mom comes in from doing toddler yoga. And then she's, like, going to the bathroom. She's like, "Can you please watch Dakota while mommy tinkles?" And, like, runs into the bathroom and gives her baby to Holly J.
First of all, so many notes. 1, toddler yoga. Definitely a thing. My mother is a preschool teacher at a fancy-ass preschool, and they all learn Mandarin and chess and do yoga.
It does not
It's a
surprise
thing.
me. I know it's a thing.
It's a
I know
thing.
baby yoga is a thing. It's like there's like maternity yoga, and then there's baby yoga, and I guess toddler yoga comes after that. There's cat yoga. Of course, there's toddler yoga.
It's true. But also, funny thing, it's like a fancy preschool, but like not everyone who like does teaching there is like necessarily qualified. Like my mom teaches the babies yoga as like a side thing, which is hilarious because my mother does a fair amount of yoga, but she's also 60 and is not great at yoga. Like she's not like a pro,
But I mean,
she's
it's
like
for babies.
But it's like for 3-year-olds, and she's like, they just want a child's pose and downward facing dog all the time. I don't have to do anything. She's like, I'm lucky if they stand still. So it's good. Also, Dakota would be that child's name.
Yep.
Also
Did not like tinkles.
did not like tinkles at all. Think that's pretty gross. And lastly, who just hands their child off to their waitress?
To a stranger. That's weird.
Excuse
That's
me.
irresponsible.
You're a waitress. You seem qualified for this. Hold my baby.
Nope.
Are you fucking stupid?
But then they get a light bulb, and they're like, "Oh, we should start a babysitting business." And then Holly J's like, "But I hate children." And she's like, "Oh, well, maybe we can be babysitting agents." And I'm like, "All right, Christy from the Babysitters Club."
I was going to say, you're just ripping off the Babysitters Club.
Except they don't even have to babysit. They just, like, organize all the babysitters and connect them with people who need babysitters.
Yeah, and Jane
Which
originally...
actually sounds like the best case scenario for me. 'Cause
Me too.
I don't want to watch your child.
No. I feel like we'd be good at that. We can organize a group.
And then they like start setting it up, and they're gonna take 20%. They're gonna take a 20% cut out of their babysitters' earnings, and yay. But then we're in the school parking lot after school, and the traffic in the school parking lot is like very real and giving me flashbacks to high school, because getting out of that parking lot was always a nightmare.
Oh my god, I know that life.
And true to form, Holly J like runs into the car in front of her, because that happened all the time.
And obviously it's Declan with his fucking diplomatic plates.
Yeah. And I'm like, and of course he's flirting. So he starts flirting with Holly J. And he's like, "Don't worry about it. Like, it's fine. Whatever." I don't remember what else he says, but I know he's flirting with Holly J.
And she's super into it.
Yep.
And he is like, "Are you just trying to get my number?"
Right.
It's a whole thing.
And she's like, "Excuse me?" And yeah.
But she's all smitten kitten about it.
Yep. But then we're with Dave, and he's like, "Watch this." Or I think he's talking to Shantae, and he's like, "I got something blog worthy for you." And then he just puts Mentos in a Coke bottle.
Ugh, it's really annoying.
And I'm like, "Oh, cool. I remember YouTube in 2007.
He's just such a child. He even looks like a little kid. I don't know. I mean, granted, he's a freshman.
And then he sits down and, like, Moose pours the rest of the soda on him. And then Sav and Danny are like, "Someone needs to take him down," or something like that. Because they're like, Moose, stupid.
And Dave gets a light bulb, to which I wrote, "Dave, please do not try to fight Moose." Which was my original impulse.
He could eat you. But then we're with Holly J and Jane, and they're taking like a CPR class or something, like a child care class, with all of their babysitters. And Holly J's kind of starting to talk about how she has a crush on Declan, like, "Oh, I don't know, whatever, haha." And She's like, I can't believe you told you that. And Jane's like, I can't believe you told me that either. And she's like, maybe one day we'll be double dating with you and Spinner. And Jane's like, haha, yeah, maybe. And it's really awkward.
Extremely awkward. What do you call it? Dramatic irony.
And then